Titanfall 2 is a game developed by Respawn Entertainment. It's in the genre most would call FPS, or first-person shooter. It's very simple to explain how this genre works. You have a gun, you shoot bad guy. But that's too easy. On my first playthrough, I beat the entire game on the hardest difficulty they offered. So I wondered, what if we took the name of the genre and shortened it a little bit? What if we took the shooter out of first-person shooter? Now, the run officially begins when we're outside the tutorial, but I decided to run the pilot's gauntlet at least once or twice without a gun, see how fast I could get. And I surprised myself with a better time than I thought, around 45 seconds. Now, before we can really begin, we have to lay out the ground rules. 1. I cannot shoot a gun at all, with one exception we'll get to later. 2. If I'm in a Titan and there is an ability that shoots from the gun, it is okay as long as I don't have to press the right trigger button to activate it. 3. We are allowed to use ordnances, because last I checked, a hand grenade and a gun are not the same thing. So, with the rules out of the way, we can officially begin the challenge. We start in an escape pod before running to the front lines and playing Punch-Out with robots. After that, we get linked to our Titan, BT-7274, and we get our pilot jump kit. There isn't much change in the first mission, beside giving everybody a nice present or the good old 1-2. On the second mission is where we start to encounter problems. Almost everybody on this mission is a Navy SEAL sniper, so we gotta outmaneuver them. We are almost always on a wall, running, or in the air to avoid getting shot. Now, here is where we encounter our first boss, Kane. And it's also where we develop the strategy I like to call the hit and run. It's very simple. We send out our 12 missiles, and then run. Then we send out our 12 missiles, and then run. And then repeat until dead. Now, the start of the third mission is where we pick up the most essential kit to this challenge. Scorch. Scorch can only shoot weapon once before reloading it. So, the abilities are very strong to counteract that. Now, at the end of the third mission is where we encounter what I like to call the Dome. Inside the Dome, we have to fight alone, without BT, against 2 Reapers. Now, normally, this is a pretty easy encounter, because you stay inside the house and shoot the Reaper. We can't do that. This encounter was one that required so much situational awareness, and so much strategy to get by. I'm just gonna show the final run, because it is a strategy that I devised over about an hour of attempts.
I saw them being loaded on the assembly line.
Your tactics are aggressive. I'm sure you have seen some units.
Deploying additional Reaper to test scenario.
I know there's a frag in here. That's what I'm going for.
thank me for helping make the Reaper more effective. Perhaps I'll have to renegotiate my contract.
We finally get by and exit the dome and meet back up with BT. Our next boss encounter is Ash, and well, I'm just gonna show you what happened because I don't even know.
Let us begin. Your mistakes will be your undoing. I cannot feel your fear, but I know you are afraid. Very disappointing. I expected so much more of you. Perfect.
Wait for it.
Of course, assume, pilot. You scare too easily. You should not have done that, pilot.
There we go. Jesus Christ. Anyways, by far the easiest encounter of the entire game so far. So, we're off to the next mission. This one is one of my favorites. If you played this game, it is a high recommendation to do this challenge for this specific mission because it was some of the most fun I've had in the game. For most of this mission, we're separated from BT and are traveling through time and returning to the present. This mission relies heavily on stealth and movement mechanics. After we find what we're looking for, we regroup with BT before fighting some more Titans and very easily taking care of them. On our next mission, we grab another Titan kick, Ronin. It's not useful now, but it's a surprise tool that will help us later. We make our way through the haunted basement and grab the arc tool. Now, I decided I was allowed to shoot the arc tool, but only on the doors and switches that need it. Otherwise, the mission is impossible to complete. After that hiccup, we head to the beacon, and on the way there, we find some very difficult encounters. But for the final one, I decided to enslave a robot army to do my bidding, and they were pretty efficient. We then make our way back to BT and get ready to fight the next boss, Richter.
Care to have a real fight? Let's see what you got up close and personal. Oder willst du weglaufen, ihr kleiner Junge?
Uh-oh.
Let's begin.
Time to die, kleiner Mann.
Oh shoot, is he dead?
Noch nach meinem Tode töten! Warning, detecting hull damage.
He went down very easily due to the Scorch Kit. After that, we continue to the next mission. It sees us storming an IMC fort with BT. Now, you'd think that being in a Titan for this made it very easy. But this was one of the more difficult missions. We died a lot, but after around 20 times, we make it through, but we're just out of time to catch the Ark, so we take to the skies. This mission's very simple. We board the IMC ship, cause havoc so our friends can join us, exploit their work and pass it off as our own. Very simple stuff. Until we encounter the one boss I was dreading. Viper. Now, most of you may know him as the one Apex character's dad. I know him as my sleep paralysis demon. He's in a modified North Star Titan that flies. Do you see the problem here? We can't shoot, and he flies out of range for most of our abilities. So this is where I've developed an advanced hit and run strategy. It requires 2 kits, Expedition and Ronin. For this boss fight, I'm gonna have to explain something. So far, this hasn't been a problem, but this is where it becomes one. Every Titan has a shield. You have to destroy that shield before attacking the hull of the Titan. We can only destroy Viper's shield if more than 9 rockets connect, and then the rest will do minimal damage. So, for the successful attempt, it took me over 10 minutes of slowly chipping down his health before launching a salvo core at critical energy and destroying him. This fight took me over 1 hour of attempts. That's around the amount of time it took me to beat Elden Beast from Elden Ring. So, we beat him, then explode his face off. Now comes the easiest part in the game. You get an auto-aiming pistol and you get to shoot everybody. It's amazing. We can't use it. So, now we're running through the most enemy-dense part of the game while not being able to shoot anyone, and we can't kill anything because then we'll be shot. But somehow, on my 4th attempt, I made it. And we made it to the home stretch. We can see the arc reactor. We kill some more Titans with the Scorch Kit, and then we finally make it to the arc reactor and fight Sloan. Alright.
You have your money, Blisk. Now go. My forces will take over from here.
That time they do something.
I think our militia pilot's trying to be a hero. He's all yours. Keep the salvage.
Who said anything about salvage? I'll do this one for free.
You know what I see when I look at you? Part of easy money.
Arc injector loaded. Spooling up stage 1.
I'm gonna be minted when I'm through with you. You can't outrun a laser core, you little bugger. You're really making me work for my pay, ain't ya? Nice try, love, but I'm no pushover.
Controlled weapon priming sequence passing stage 2. Coordinates locked. Freeport system. Planetary designation. Harmony.
You're all as I say, pilot. This is more entertaining than I expected. Get him, lads.
I'm gonna make you bleed for hours before I kill you.
Almost over, mate.
Weapon passing stage 3. Calculating spacefall projection.
All right, I'm ready for more. Time to die.
Oh shit. Okay, that's fine.
Come on, then. Come on. Let's do this, you little Burke. Someone put a bloody bullet in this tosser's head. good night, you little bastard. Am I the only one who's shooting the bastard? Goodbye, you little bastard.
Warning. Detecting home.
Better get ready to meet your maker.
Flame core ready. Flame core activated.
Gold weapon approaching stage 4. Ring momentum at 97%.
Enough, enough. It's time to finish this. Bugger, ain't ya? Let's see how you handle some reapers. This'll be easy money. I should just do this as a freebie. I want his break sweat. Wait! You ain't walking away that easy.
Warning. Expected backblast energy
Get ready
reaching
to meet.
lethal
I'll give you a
threshold.
hero's death.
All
I
personnel
will not
must
be
clear the
destroyed by
chamber
something that will be
immediately.
used for a pilot.
Disruption of electromechanical...
I love, but I'm no pushover. Bloody hell, just died.
Yeah, book everything. Overall, the fight was surprisingly easy. So, we destroy Sloan before trying to grab the Ark. BT reboots. He saves our life before we run the finals pilot gauntlet and get saved by Commander Briggs. Is it possible to beat Titanfall 2 without using guns? Yes. Would I recommend it? Not really. It was a lot of fun, but it might sound weird to say this. The first-person shooter game is designed for you to have a gun. Hey, if you're still watching, you obviously enjoy my content, so don't be afraid to comment some suggestions on how I can improve, like, and subscribe. Maybe you'll watch this video next. YouTube thinks you'll like it.